Starting a business takes a lot of guts. Starting a business in Hawaii, you must be crazy. In this show, we'll introduce you to the bold individuals chasing the American dream in my hometown of Honolulu, Hawaii. So sit back, relax, and welcome to paradise. This is Welcome to Paradise. I'm your host, Nikki Nocturnal, and today we're at DOWNBEAT Lounge with Josh86.
Hi, my name is Josh Hancock. I'm a co-owner of DOWNBEAT Diner and Lounge and Proof Public House.
Okay, so to kind of get this interview rolling, I have a lightning round.
Okay.
So it's word association. I'm going to say a word, and you say the first thing, phrase, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Ready? Don't think too hard. Just
All right.
breathe.
Fun.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Chinatown.
Crackheads.
Vegan.
Carnivore. Punk rock.
Mosh pit.
Broken ribs.
Ooh, fast food.
McDonald's.
Pizza.
Josh Pizza, my partner at Proof.
All ages.
Unity Crayons.
Paradise.
Hawaii.
Nice. Awesome. So, well, right now we're at DOWNBEAT Lounge. So I guess tell me a little bit about just how you started DOWNBEAT.
Well, DOWNBEAT was an idea that my partner, who was actually my band manager at the time, Serena Hashimoto, and I came up with from being in the neighborhood and playing shows down here late at night and not having a place to go to eat after we finished a show. And we went on tour a lot with the band. At the time, we were touring the mainland a lot. We would always hit up late night diners after the show, and in our neighborhood, especially Chinatown, where we had a lot of our events, there wasn't really a place to go to eat after 9 o'clock at night, besides like Zippy's, which you would have to leave the neighborhood for. And also there was not really any American diners here that had vegetarian food. But we found a lot of cool ones when we were on the mainland touring around, places where you could get a vegan bacon cheeseburger or a vegan milkshake. And coming from being a vegetarian, or I am a vegetarian now, but being a vegan in the past, I realized there's a good demographic of people that weren't getting served any food like that in Hawaii, and most of the options for vegetarians are at more like ethnic type restaurants. So it seemed like a cool idea to try out, open a small cafe restaurant in Chinatown on Hotel Street where there's tons of bars, and be open really late and feed people after hours, but also be open in the daytime and have some just more affordable casual diner fare and kind of more of a classic diner kind of environment. In Chinatown, there's lots of other kind of restaurants, Chinese restaurants, of course, and then there was like a little bit more of the kind of high-end restaurants at the time. There was like, Duvan and Indigo and nicer sit-down restaurants that were more formal. We kind of wanted it to be a little bit more rustic and just accessible, and have just a little bit more affordable food fare and have some more vegetarian options to feed people.
Awesome. I mean, you've definitely rocked that vibe, and I feel like it's what's kept you guys alive for so long, alive and thriving from the outside perspective. Your adaptability, I think, is really what's great, because you added the venue recently, the lounge. Well, when did that open up?
About 2 years ago. It was a hair salon, and they were our neighbor, and their business was closing, and we had the opportunity to take over the lease and expand our liquor license into the room. We were able to cut a hole in the wall, make a doorway, and build out a small music venue, which was a little bit more of a aspiration that kind of I had coming up in the music scene here, and I had been a promoter at a lot of nightclubs and thrown a lot of shows and concerts growing up, but I had never had my own spot. So when that opportunity came, it just seemed like a really perfect thing to set up in the room next door would be to set up the lounge. We had the DOWNBEAT Diner, and it was called DOWNBEAT Diner and Lounge, but there was really a pretty moderate lounge. So we built it out and built a longer bar featuring a lot more alcohol, and built a little stage and soundproofed the room and tuned it up acoustically to make it be a really quality music room. The other issue with Chinatown at the time too, besides the eatery issue, was that the niche we wanted to fill was having a really solid sounding music room. And a lot of the other venues down here didn't spend a lot of time to treat the room acoustically or they were more just kind of making like, you know, getting really big speakers and making it really loud, but not really making the room sound proper for like a live band, where you need some soft surfaces to absorb some of the sound so that it can be a more focused source of music. So our room is tuned up, our walls are off kiltered a little bit to make the reflections not be equal. We have sound clouds in the roof on the ceiling to dampen some of the sound, and then we have, you know, high quality speakers and whatnot to make it be a proper venue. And Hawaii is very limited with rooms that have proper music venues set up, you know, for bands especially.
I feel like a lot of people just don't know, like, you know, like what you're saying. They just think bigger's better, louder's better.
Yeah.
But, you know, being someone who's a musician by trade, that's, you know, all the little, you know, details and all the things that are going to make a really good venue.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like we would play a lot of venues like that just were the classic Chinatown architecture, like brick walls, concrete floors, and that's really bad for a band because it's just really loud and echoey.
Punk and ska.
Yeah.
You know, distortion and noise is kind of what you're emphasizing in it.
Yeah. But if it's over amplified, it can even make for kind of a not such a good sounding room, you know.
Yeah.
So, but we got to kind of learned a lot by touring and seeing a lot of venues and seeing rooms that worked, you know, and playing on stages that had the right kind of setup. So we wanted to do that with what we had. We had a really small space, so we're like a really tiny venue, but we tried to do it the best we could with what we had to work with.